Y'all sure enough gonna want to watch this video. All the IV problems you could ever think of. I'm Julie, I'm the nursing tutor. Let's get into this. It says, the nurse needs to administer 175 milligrams of medication every 12 hours. The medication is mixed in D5W 200 milliliters at a rate of 90 minutes. The nurse should set the infusion pump to what milliliters an hour? Round to the nearest whole number. Now you remember that milliliters per hour, the formula is the total volume over the time in hours. You remember that? If you don't, learn it. And if it's less than an hour, for less than 60 minutes, it's the total volume times 60 divided by the time in minutes. I hope that didn't just screw you up. But anyway, hold on. Tie a knot in something. Hold on. The total volume for this medication is 200 milliliters. And they want it to go in over 90 minutes. Now, 90 minutes is 1.5 of an hour. So I know there's people on here that's just going to relish in the fact that I did it like that. And so it's this divided by that, okay? 200 divided by 1.5 equals. And it's 133.3. And that will round up, look at there, boom, you know what we did, to one, well, it'll just round to a whole number, 133, okay? All right. You got to give 50 milligrams of a medication and 75 milliliters of D5W over 30 minutes. What rate will you choose? Okay, so you know total volume over the time in hours. The total volume is 75 milliliters. Just listen to this. And it's 30 minutes. And you know, to get milliliters per hour, it's got to be in hours. So, just to clear your pretty and handsome little heads, when it's less than 60 minutes, if you will just multiply the top number by 60, I say you're telling the problem, we're dealing with a 60-minute hour, otherwise it's going to think it's a 30-minute hour. So if it's less than 30 minutes, less than 60, I'm not going to start over. You just multiply the top number by 60, and you'll get the right answer. 75 times 60 equals, divided by 35. I should have cleared it. 75 times 60 equals, divided by 30. It should be going at 150 mLs per hour. So, lock this in your frontal lobe. If it is less than 60 minutes on that, you're just going to do the total volume times 60 minutes over whatever minutes they give you, and that will give you the milliliters per hour. Look, boom. Saved another one. Okay. Look at here. The physician has ordered a medication at 60 units per hour IV. The label says on the medication, the medication strength is 30,000 units in a total of 250 milliliters, D5W. How many milliliters per hour should the nurse set the infusion pump to administer? So what he wants them to get, the dose ordered over dose on hand to work for this. He wants them to get 600 units. And what I have in my hand is 30,000. Look, we unit rich. 30,000 units in 250 milliliters. And then we're going to do the math. This divided by that times that. Okay? Get your handy-dandy calculator. I done read all over mine. 600 divided by, count your zeros, 30, 1, 2, 3, equals, times 250. Look, it's going to be a smooth 5 milliliters per hour. You see that? You can so do this. Look, you know, we saved another one right here. Like Olympic gold medalists, we did it. Okay, look at this one. The physician has ordered a medication at 10 milligrams per minute. The IV label says the medication strength is 30 grams in a total volume of 500 milliliters. How many milliliters should you set the infusion pump? Okay, it's going at 10. Well, what he wants it to go at is 10 milligrams per minute. But look, we got to set that sucker at per hour. So I'm going to multiply this times 60 minutes. And we're doing it. Come on, do it with me. I believe it'll make us closer. 10 times 60 equals. That's going to be 600 milligrams per hour. You see that? Yeah, we just did that. Now, 600 milligrams is what he wants. And you see that what we have in the bottle is 30 grams. And you know we have kilograms, grams, milligrams, and micrograms. I'm going to convert this 30 grams to milligrams. If I'm going grams to milligrams, I got to move that decimal that way. With 30 grams, the decimal is understood to be behind the whole number. I'm going to grab it. 1, 2, 3. Add my zeros. And so now my dose on hand is 30,000 milligrams in 500 milliliters. So he wants 600 milligrams. I have 30,000. Yeah, I do. And it's in 500 milliliters. And then we're going to do the math. This divided by that times that. So 600 divided by, count your zeros, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3 equals. Don't look at it. You're not done. Times 500 equals. It's got to go at 10 milliliters an hour. Okay? This is the easiest they're going to get on this one right here. Y'all hang in here. You're going to be glad you did. So look at here. A patient weighs 112.2 pounds. And the physician prescribed a medication 4 micrograms per kilogram per minute. IV. Per minute. In the IV. 30 milligrams of that medicine is added to 250 milliliters of D5W. The solution strength contains a concentration of medication micrograms per milliliter. Okay, using an infusion pump, the nurse should set the flow rate. Okay, look, I don't know if she's wanting you to tell her what the solution concentration is in micrograms per milliliter, but we're going to tell her. First of all, we got to change that weight. 112.2. 112.2 divided by 2.2. Yeah, isn't that sweet? It's just a smooth 51 kilograms. And what Mr. Man wants is 4 micrograms for every kilogram. We got 51 of them. So we got to multiply that times 4 micrograms. So times 4 equals, that's going to be 2 0.04 micrograms per minute. Because that's what they said right here. And you know, we're going to have to set this flow rate at milliliters an hour because it says an infusion pump. So if it's 204 per minute, I can multiply this times 60 minutes and find out what it is in an hour. So get your calculator and let's do that. Times 60. That's going to be 12,240 micrograms per hour. Now, the IV bag we have is 30 milligrams in 250 milliliters. And she's wanting to know micrograms per milligram. That's what I'm assuming here. So we got kg, g, mg, mcg. If I'm going from milligrams to micrograms with this 30, I got to move the decimal to the right. It's understood to be behind the 30. I'm going to grab it. 1, 2, 3. And we got 30,000 micrograms in 250 milliliters. That's our dose on hand now. She may be wanting to know what the concentration is for 1 milligram. You got 30,000 in 250. And if you go 30, 1, 2, 3, divided by the volume, there is 120 micrograms per 1 ml. When they talk about the concentration, usually they want you to bust it down into how much is in 1 milliliter. If you'll take the total milligrams or units or grams or micrograms, whatever, and divide it by the total milliliters, it'll give you how much is in 1 milliliter. Okay, but she wants us to set the pump. I hope y'all still with me. And so we know that they want 12,240 micrograms per hour. And in our hand, we have 30,000 micrograms per 250 mLs. And look, we could have used that. We could have done, but I'm scared it would have throwed somebody, so it's good we didn't. So it's this divided by that times this. 12240 divided by 30. 123 times 250 equals. It should be going at 102 milliliters per hour. Whatever you tacked on right there is what you're going to tack on to the end. Look. I know it was a... Look, obviously I'm stuttering, but it is 102. Okay, come on, don't give up on me now. Goodness, what am I doing? Look, talk amongst yourselves. You need a topic, I can give you one. All right, here we go. A patient weighs 45 kilograms, and the Mr. Man prescribed a medication for 0.2 milligrams per kilogram per minute IV. 4 grams of medication is added to a liter of D5W. The solution contains a concentration of medication milligram to milliliter. Let's go and do that since that's the first question Ethel's asking. They want milligram per milliliter. We have grams. So I'm going to write it up here because I can. And if we're going from grams to milligrams, which is what we're going to have to do, we got 4 grams, we're moving the decimal to the right. I'm going to grab it behind the whole number and go 1, 2, 3. And so it's going to be Dookie fart, sorry. 4,000 milligrams per 1 liter. You know how many milliliters is in a liter? It's cousin to that, where the capital one will be on the left, and that, and milliliters on the right. And if you're going from liters to milliliters, you're moving it to the right. 1 liter, it's understood to be behind the decimal 1, 2, 3, is 1,000 milliliters. You with me? Hang in there. And look, hopefully by now, if you're doing this kind of stuff, you know that 1 liter is 1,000 milliliters. Let's move on with life. So, to find out the strength, you need to do 400 divided by 1,000. And there is 0.4 milligrams per 1 ml. That's the concentration. Okay? Take a deep breath. Take a swallow of your beverage. And now we've got to set the infusion pump. The patient weighs 45 kilograms, and he wants 0.2 milligrams for each kilogram. So we got to do 45 kilograms times 0.2. And we're doing it. Come on, let's do it together. 45 times 0.2 equals. That's 225 milligrams per minute. I don't believe that. 45 times 0.2 equals. Look, I so killed them. Look, I would have killed them. But when it don't make sense, redo it. I don't know what I did. I'm sure y'all know. But anyway, you see that. When you multiply 45 times let me just do it. 45 kilograms times 0.2 milligrams is going to be 9 milligrams per minute. It's not wrong to get it wrong. I mean, it's wrong not to recognize it. I'm trying to make myself feel better. Anyway, this is 9 milligrams per minute. And you know we got a pump, so it's got to be hour. I'm going to multiply this times 60 minutes to find out how many milligrams an hour. 90 times 60 is 540 milligrams per hour. And I know it sucks, but this is now what the physician wants, his dose ordered. So what he wants is 540 milligrams. What I have, you can use either one of those. I'm going to use the big one. What I have is 4,000 milligrams per 1,000 mLs. And we're doing the math. This divided by that times that. 540 divided by 4,000 equals times 1,3. And look at that. It's 135 milliliters per hour. Look, we saved them. All that. But we did it. You see that we did it? And you can do it. You can do it. So 250 milliliters of IV fluid contains 4 milligrams of a medication per milliliter. Look, just because it said it this first, it's not the dose ordered. This tells you got an IV bag with 250 milliliters, and it's got 4 milligrams. That's your dose on hand. Sometimes when they put it backwards than you're used to, folks will freak out. And, you know, they need to be able to do that and you not freak out. You're going to be a nurse. Anyway, I'm going to shut up. Okay. The solution was prepared by adding the medication to D5W and water. How many milligrams of medication are contained in the solution? So look, 250 milliliters of fluid contain 4 milligrams of a medication per milliliter. So 1 milliliter's got 4 milligrams. If I got 250 milliliters, I can multiply it by 4 milligrams, find out what's in the whole thing. You see that? Help them see it, Lord. He gonna help y'all. So we would do 250 milliliters times 4 mgs. And so we're going 250 times 4 equals, look, straight up G, 1,000 milligrams in 250 milliliters. You see that? We saved them. We saved them with skill and... Anyway, okay, so 1,500 milligrams of a medication have been added to dextrose 5% in water. The final solution has a volume of 500 milliliters. The solution contains milligrams of the medicine, or how many they want us to do that again. So you have 1,500 milligrams per 500 milliliters. And you're going to key in 1,500 and divide it by 500. No, Dookie Fart, sorry. 1,500 divided by 500 equals. You see what I did? Divided by 500. It has 3 milligrams for every 1 ml. Look. Sure enough does. Sure enough does. Woo, yeah. You like it. And I like you for watching. I know I read all over it. But look, will y'all please go to my YouTube at The Nursing Tutor 621 and subscribe to my channel. You don't ever have to go back. Unless you want to. Or unless they do away with TikTok. Because you know it's getting ticky between all the people that... And I want you to be able to keep up with me now. So just go over there and subscribe to my channel so that you know that you'll always be able to find me. And here's my YouTube, my Facebook page. You know I'm having a brain fart. But look, I love y'all. I hope that helped. Have a good evening.